I'm Ajay Chowdhury. I'm Chief Executive of Enqii, and we're a global digital signage provider. I think it's a similar challenge to what's been there for the last few years, which is really understanding the customer and really understanding where a customer sees the content and what content they want to see to be able to influence them into doing something. So, at Enqii we always start with the thought about why are you putting the digital signage up there? And it would surprise you how a lot of people put it up just thinking, oh, well, it'd be a good idea to have a screen there, but it's going to kind of look nice. But it's really a question of what do I want this to achieve? And I think the industry still has a way to go to really begin to understand the mind of the customer and understand what can I do with signage that's going to influence them to do something. Because at the end of the day, if you don't influence them to do something, it really wasn't worth it. I think the two biggest markets that we're going to see growth in are retail. And I think the reason for that is, originally when digital signage came into retail, a lot of retailers thought, this is going to be a great advertising medium. We're going to put these screens in and we'll run ads on them and we'll make lots and lots of money. I think retailers are now beginning to realize, actually it's not an advertising medium, it's a merchandising medium. It's a way, again, to influence your customers to buy more in store, to decide what else do I want to buy if I buy this product, to give them more information about products. And if they get any ad revenues, that's a byproduct. Again, at Enqii, one of the things we're doing is linking our software, which is called Engage, into the store's point of sale system and the inventory system. So what begins to happen is if I advertise a product, I can see what happened to the product sales. Also, it sits and looks at inventory and says, if I don't have inventory of this product, don't pay this promotion. So suddenly it becomes integrated into that system. So I think retail is going to be one big area. The other big area of growth, I think, is going to be in food services. So we work with McDonald's in the UK, we work with Compass Group. And again, I think you're going to see that in food services, in cafeterias, in restaurants where people are sitting down, they're eating, digital signage can offer something different for them. It can give them some entertainment, you can run quizzes, you can run information, you can run menu boards, and so on. So in both retail and food services, signage has a real purpose. And I think those will be two areas we'll see a lot of growth coming up. Our view at Enqii is that digital signage is not going to remain on its own as an industry. That it's going to converge with a lot of the other industries around it in different ways. So let me give you an example. If you take retailers today, when someone's going to buy something in a shop, they can buy it online, they look on Facebook, they look on Twitter, they ask their friends, they might see some videos on YouTube, and they go into the shop. So the retailer now needs to reach this consumer, you and me, through lots of different areas and lots of different media. Signage is one of them. But what we're going to see is signage is going to start converging with these other media. And again, one of the things we're working with our Engage platform at Enqii is allowing retailers to put up content into one area of the site and say, okay, this should now go to mobile, this should now go to Facebook, this should now go to signage. So it allows them to control the brand and control what they're showing their consumer and have one consistent message to them. So I think that's going to be a really exciting area going forward. And I think another 5 years here at Digital Signage Expo, you're going to see a very different type of show with a lot more of these other areas beginning to come into play. The integration between mobile and digital signage can work in several different ways. So at its simplest level, you can have a sign which says if you're interested in this product, text this number, and basically you'll get more information on your mobile phone about that product. That's the simplest level. At a second level, you can begin to use your mobile phone to control what's happening on the screen. You can use your mobile phone to play quizzes on the screen. So one of the things we're beginning to experiment with in some of the work we're doing in cafeterias is to, again, if someone's sitting down in a cafeteria and having some food and a quiz comes up, to let them answer questions and win prizes by using their mobile phone. So we partner with a company called Locomoda that does some of those kinds of things. So they're here at the DSE show as well. Oh, we've been coming to DSE for a long time now. Before Enqii started, we acquired a company called Digital View Media that had been going since the mid-90s. So we're kind of one of the pioneers of the industry with everything that means, good and bad. But we're beginning to see the industry is really beginning to take off now. I think it has reached a tipping point. And even in the recession, the fact that it's even grown in the recession, it's been terrific. I think it's a good show. There seems to be a lot more traffic this year. There seems to be a lot more interest this year. In terms of the new products, I think the screen manufacturers are beginning to get some interesting products out there. You're beginning to see 3D. And I think 3D is an interesting area going forward. It's not going to have widespread application, but for certain very high impact areas, I think 3D could be very, very strong. And I think you're beginning to see some good software platforms becoming easier to use and very, very powerful platforms emerging. So yeah, I think we're beginning to see some good stuff happening. We were very, very happy yesterday to be voted the #1 digital signage provider for the 3rd year in a row by the Daily Doe. So that's something we're extremely proud of. We've also announced a big client win on Monday, where we won a company called Connectivision, which is doing 1,000 sites in hospitals. So that's a nice big win for us. And today we just sent out a press release with Compass, where we've done a big case study describing some of the things I was talking to you about what we're doing with Compass in cafeterias. So yes, it's been a show of a lot of announcements for us. Digital signage, join the revolution.